Let me introduce everybody. This is Frederica Giselle, Terry McQuarrie, Jim McQuarrie, this guy, and Andrew.
I'm that guy.
Yeah,
Erica Costa.
Erica Costa. Anyway, we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about why we need this shop in Pasadena. What's so special about Pasadena? Why we need to shop here?
For starters, it's the exact geographic center of between every existing archery shop. From here, you go 40 miles in any direction, and you'll find an archery shop. There's nothing
pretty much.
here.
Yep.
And you got a lot of people in Pasadena that are interested in
In
archery.
Pasadena and even, like the, Sherman Oaks area and all that.
Archery is illegal in Burbank and severely legally restricted in Glendale. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
The Burbank City Council about 7 years ago, passed an ordinance that no archery in the city.
What do they got against archers?
Come in here. I don't.
And any student I ask will ask, where's the closest shop? And I got to tell them, depends how far you want to drive. You want to go to Lancaster? You want to go down to Fullerton? What?
Yeah.
And I'm like, where do you live? And they're like, in Pasadena. Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, then
Until now.
And there are a lot of archers that are in this area to begin with. And it's not just here, but also, Woodley Park.
They have a large range, but they
We do.
they don't have a they have a shop.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, summer's coming.
Well,
Who would not prefer shooting in air conditioning? I love the outdoors. I'm an outdoor person, but man, when it's 110 out here, I'd much rather be in the AC.
Oh, even though this is very beautiful.
It is.
It is. It's a very beautiful area.
Early mornings, this place is great.
For me, fall and winter is the issue. It's dark at 4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Especially when you got kids that are students of yours.
Oh, exactly.
They get out of class and all of a sudden it's dark and you can't really teach them in the dark.
And anybody who wants to compete,
Yeah.
you have to be able to shoot. You have to be able to shoot midweek. You have to have a midweek practice.
You do.
Or a student is never going to reach their full potential if they don't have the opportunity to practice during the week. They just
You need at least 3-4 practices a week.
Yep. I heard
2-3 minimum.
I heard Olympic archers shoot about hundreds of arrows a day.
Yeah, the standard training program is 180 arrows a day.
but the Olympians shoot more than that.
But even just, for everyone else, I get off work as
Yeah,
it is
and
now,
this-
and
and this place.
I couldn't come down here because by the time I get down here, the sun will be coming down.
Yeah.
So having a shop to go and shoot at that has lights and,
Well, even,
And vending machines.
I mean, the indoor range is important. The indoor range is really the core of the shop. It's the actual profit center, the truth. But the retail end of it is important too. I mean, if I've got a kid, every week I have kids wanting to know where they can buy equipment.
Every
Yeah.
single
And my stock
A lot of
answer
students
is
of mine as
6
well.
weeks from now we'll talk about that.
But then it's like, okay, and then when you're ready,
Get ready to take an all day, take an all day event. You and your family are going to drive an hour and a half down to Pootwaddle to buy your equipment.
that's not a real place.
and it's we can't
gonna
be
say, is that
there.
near
We can't even,
Cucamonga?
We can't go down with you and say.
Yes.
So if I could, and I mean little things. Oh dang, my arrow rest wore out. I need another one.
Yeah, it's
Go
those
get
things like
one.
knocks and inserts and tips and fletching and all of. Oh, my glove is wearing out. My
Yeah.
tab is wearing out.
Tiny little things that
Those
you don't want to
things-
drive 40 miles out just to buy.
Or pay $11 for shipping.
For shipping?
I tried to find
Yeah.
him a glove online. The glove was 10 and change, and the shipping was $11. I was like, so the shipping is going to cost more than the glove.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
Plus, you never know what you're getting until you actually get
Yeah.
it. And then you have to ship it back.
With the size of our children's program here, think about kids as they grow.
Yes, and they grow
If the
fast.
kid sticks with archery, he's going to go through 4 sets of arrows before he's an adult, at least, minimum.
Heck, I'm going through that now. I
It's
need
just
arrows.
because you lose them.
Well, I'm talking about we're not even talking about losing and breaking
That's still
arrows.
going on the video, I said.
I mean,
It might. I'm not going to lie, I lose mine too.
but
We all do.
even if they don't lose or break or wear out any of their arrows, just the fact that suddenly their draw length is 3 inches longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
is their form improves.
Yeah.
And as they grow and as they
As they lengthen vertically, you need more horizontally longer arrows.
And to be able to go 2 miles over and pick up another set of arrows, or oh gee, I need to replace my fletches, or
Compared to going
time
40
to move
miles
up to
and doing
a
the same
Hoyt
thing.
bow or what have you.
Yes.
It would be really, it's vital for the whole, from here, 30 miles in any direction is your
It's kind of like we are in a void of archery.
We are.
There's like nothing in the center. Everything's in the periphery.
We have one of the best ranges around,
Yeah.
outdoors,
Yeah.
but we have no
They have
archery shop
shop
anywhere.
No shop and no indoor range, and you know, on those rainy days, we still want to come out and shoot.
Yeah, no place to go to when it's raining. It's too bad, but when nature says it's going to rain, no archery. What is the market really for archers? I mean, I see several hundred here on Saturday. I mean, is that enough to actually support a shop?
well,
More than enough.
yes.
Especially if we have an online presence where we have just a shop that we can sell things, you know, via the internet as well. Because there are people in other places that want stuff. We're going to be a lot more reasonable with our shipping costs.
On the question of the market, right now we're in an upward wave that could be a fad or could be a trend. And it's kind of up to the archery community which it will be. We could be on the way to being a second-tier sport on a level with tennis and bowling. Where the archery is the fastest growing sport in America today, and the fastest growing segment is women
Absolutely.
and children. And if we can capture that, I can tell you that we over the past year have given 1,200 first-time lessons in every year. We see 1,200 kids a year. 1,200 individual, different, unique children who come down and try archery, and a certain percentage of them stay and keep coming back for months and sometimes years at a time. If there were an infrastructure to help retain them, we'd keep more of them.
Absolutely.
Especially if we had places where they could go and do an after-school archery class, or try out different kinds of equipment in a supportive environment, and see maybe they want to go to compound or
Yeah, I had that problem too when I first started out. It's like I had no idea what kind of bow to get, and I didn't have anybody to drag over there and help me. So I'm in the shop, I'm kind of lost. So I can only take the word of the shopkeeper to do that. And once I buy it, that's done. It's mine. Well, the shop I'm thinking of creating is you can be able to test the bows and arrows as you rent them. And if you like, you'll have all these experts to tell you, you know, this is the bow for you. This is what you need. This is how you want to do it. If you want to be serious, I'm going to have a serious bow set up for you, and if you're just a beginner, we'll have one for you. You can grow out of that, or you can just upgrade. The thing that I like is like midweek or even during the weekend, you can come in at night and just shoot your heart out, and then
Not literally.
well,
somebody else's heart.
Not literally.
shoot till your arms fall off.
Better choice of words.
Yeah, we are dealing with deadly weapons here, and
No,
so
we're not. Archery is the most ridiculously safe sport in the world. The only thing that can marginally be considered a sport that is statistically safer than archery is billiards.
You know all the insurance rate information.
There's an insurance company in Kansas that specializes in insuring sporting activities and sporting events and sport facilities. The insurance premium for archery falls into the same general category as badminton, handball, ping pong. It is ridiculously safe. According to the National Safety Council, the injury rate for archers per capita, and for out of every 1,000 participants, 0.047% will ever go to an emergency room because of an injury. 94% of them will be hunters cutting themselves with their broadhead hunting arrows.
Yep.
So the statistical...
which we won't have.
Which we won't have. The statistical safety, you are safer shooting archery than you are changing the light bulbs in your bathroom. it is obscenely safe. It's absurdly safe.
It is.
Well, I think when you combine it with a staff or people who are so extremely safety conscious,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the shop, basically what we start is the basic safety course. So you need to learn the basic stuff first anyway. So once you're ingrained with that, it's kind of hard to hurt anybody or yourself.
Yeah. And if you're trained properly in correct shooting form, you also don't have to worry a whole lot about things like repetitive stress injury,
Yep.
fatigue-related injuries, any kind of bone or muscle thing.
I got countless.
There are a
They don't
whole
count.
lot of sporting injuries that people can get by doing things incorrectly. And if you've got
Yeah.
a coach who's
Especially if you don't have the benefit of working with a coach. If you're just
Yeah.
coming down here trying to teach yourself or trying to remember what you did 20 years ago,
or
but
trying
to
to do what you
Probably
saw
wrong
in a movie.
anyway.
right, but to
Yeah,
be
or
able to,
what you saw in the movie, exactly.
yes, you
Sorry, not
you
even
tell the
Avengers.
kids all the time that when they talk about what they saw in the movies or whatever, and you talk about the CGI
Yeah,
eras.
it's much easier to be a good archer if your arrow is a computer generated.
Right.
You don't have to have any kind of
They
form
never
at all.
miss.
Ever.
I'm not
I
going to
can have
mention any
perfect
names.
scores all
Avengers.
day long.
But there, at the shop there will be instructors, nationally certified instructors. That even if you're just having a rough time, all of a sudden, something's just not right. It's not right. One of us can help you, and that's why we're there.
Because every archer's going to have a bad day.
Yeah, you're always going to
Absolutely.
be like, you know what? There's something that I'm doing wrong, and I can't for the life of me figure out what. One of us can come up and look and go, oh, okay, it's this. Bam,
Yeah.
you're back on track. You know.
Yep. Getting the only way I can teach first timers is on the road.
Yeah, you do. Times you get the most compliments on like Yelp and emails and
When
stuff.
I'm on-
I tell the kids every week. I tell the parents to write a review of us on Yelp, and they never do.
I had just asked Frederique how long she'd been shooting.
About 2.5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Been that long?
You and I have been together a year and a half, and we got together a year after we started shooting. So we've both been shooting 2.5
No
years.
kidding. Well, I'll be damned.
I
Yeah,
don't
I've been
think
shooting
I
for a
pay
long
attention
time.
to dates.
Where did you meet here?
Yeah, we were actually
We were actually in the same first-timer class.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
how cute.
You got the award, didn't you, at the banquet? for that?
Yeah, my first year I got the
The
rookie round
award.
first place.
Wow. Arming children for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, this is why I call my shop Fortress X.